Sometimes I wonder if, because I read so much news, doing YouTube and trading stocks and crypto, and because I'm trying to read the news to decide what I want to buy, what stocks, what crypto I'm going to purchase, that it's making me more sad than I was when I was a child, when I didn't really read the news. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if I would be happier if I didn't read any of the terrible, terrible news out there. So sometimes I wonder if I never watched any of the news, I never read any news or talked about it, would I be happier? And if I was, would that just mean I'm avoiding reality? Or maybe it's not important that I know all the terrible things that happen in the world, because they happen anyway. Whether I know about it like I do now because I'm choosing to read the news, or if I shut it all off or don't care about it like I didn't care when I was like 8 years old, would that make me happier? If I am happier that way, is that real happiness because I'm avoiding the realities of the world and life? Like, as bad as it sounds, but if I don't turn on the TV and I don't learn about, 15 robberies going around last week around the world, does that really affect me? I mean, it's good to be cautioned and know if it's not really safe in a certain area and maybe be more careful if I were to go shopping or go outside. I don't go outside that often, but I guess it's good to be aware. But at the same time, I feel like whether I watch the news or not, if I go out there, if it's going to happen to me, it's going to happen to me. Those trees look really pretty, by the way. It doesn't actually glow like that. That's the sun, the sunset coming down and hitting those orangey colors. But yeah, I'm still going to be reading the news, watching the news, regardless. I mean, it's kind of necessary. Not all the news, but news related to companies I'm still going to want to read while I'm still investing. And if I could go back in time, I would probably want to invest earlier. I didn't know anything about the stock market or the crypto market when I was 18 years old, or even younger than that. So I really do wish that I knew more. But thinking back, my life was fine. Less unhappiness, I guess, from taking in every little piece of news. Or I don't know if it's just 2022, but really from 2020 to 2022, during the pandemic, and now I guess we're still technically in a pandemic, I've just been reading more news than ever and trading more stocks and crypto than I've ever had in my entire life. And then sometimes it's just overwhelming. Not the trading, but sometimes just overwhelming. I think soaking up all the news. And I guess in a sense, I'm not soaking up news per se. I'm just soaking up life, or a perspective of life that's been reported. And usually negative news does sell better than positive news. So I guess maybe that's why it's harder to look at the news, because bad news usually sells. If somebody dies, somebody gets robbed, somebody gets shot, that makes headlines more than someone reuniting with their family if they've gotten lost from their family 20 years ago. I don't know. That just doesn't really make headlines.